In this video, you're going to learn how to plot a point in 3 dimensions. We're going to go through 2 examples together. Let's dive in. So the first one we're going to work with is how do we graph this point 3, -2, 4 in 3 dimensions? Well, the first thing we want to do is we want to try to represent 3-dimensional space on a flat 2-dimensional sheet of paper, right? And what's interesting about 3 dimensions is normally we do our x-axis like this and our y-axis like this. But in 3 dimensions, the x-axis is basically coming out of the page, okay, like this. But what we can do is we can draw it on a little bit of a diagonal, maybe like a 30 or 45-degree angle like this. And that kind of gives you the effect of coming out of the page towards you or going back behind the page. Your y-axis you want to be horizontal, your z-axis up and down. So when you go forward or out of the page, that's going to be going a positive direction in the x-axis. Okay, when you go back, that's negative. With the y, when you go to the right, it's positive, left, it's negative, and z, up is positive, down is negative. But then how do we get a good representation of this point 3, -2, 4? This is in alphabetical order, x, y, and z, right? So we're going to go 3 in the x-axis, positive. Now when I go positive, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these little tick marks or hash marks or whatever you want to call them, but I'm going to draw them so that they're like parallel to this y-axis. So that's a little tip or technique or hack. So we're going forward 3, then on the y-axis we're going -2, so that's going to be left 2. Now what I want to do here is I'm going to draw these little tick or hash marks so it's parallel to the x-axis. So I'm going to do this like this. I'm going to say, let's see, well, yeah, we can do it like that too. We'll do 1, 2, like that, so -2. And then on the z-axis, we're going up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so then what I do from here is we're going to draw like a parallelogram. So basically in this plane right here, I'm going right 3, left 2. So what I'm going to do is just draw like a dashed or dotted line like this. And I'm going to draw a dashed or dotted line like this. And you can see it kind of forms like a parallelogram. Okay, and so that's going to kind of help with this 3D image here. Now, I can also go like this, where, see how this is 2 units to the left? I can go dotted line 2 units to the left. I can go up like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to draw like a box or a prism. And so then same thing here, I'm going to continue like this. And notice the opposite sides, I'm always trying to draw a parallel. Okay, so then if I go like this, okay, and then like, let's see, this one I'm going to bring up like this, okay, and like this, and like this. Okay, not the best graph, but okay, you can see now this is basically like a prism, and our point here is forward 3, left 2, up 4. So it's going to be basically right here at the corner of this prism or this box, and you got it. So let's do another example. Let's see if we can get better at this. Number 2, we've got -2, 3, -2. So -2 in the x direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back behind the page 2 units. So 1, 2. And I like to draw these, like I said, like parallel to this y-axis. It kind of gives you that 3D effect. Then we're going to go 3 in the y direction, which you could draw these parallel to this x-axis, or you could just do them like 1, 2, 3 like that. But now let's just draw what we have here so far. So we have like a parallelogram like that, okay? But in the z direction, we're going down 2. Now some books will illustrate this where they'll just draw like a dotted line down 2 units. But I like to take it a step further by drawing like a prism like we did in example 1. And so let's see, so down 2 in the z direction looks like that, right? So what I can do is right here, I can go down 2 units, come over here like this, okay? And same thing here, I'm going to try to, let's see, how can I bring this down? I could bring this kind of down like this. Again, see how the opposite sides are always going to be parallel to each other like that. So our point is really like right here, but let's see, can we continue the box a little bit further? Yeah, we can kind of bring this down. We could bring this back like this. Let's see, how can I do this? Kind of bring this down, bring this across. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to get like a prism where it's like This is 2 units, 2 units, 2 units, 2 units, 3 units, 3 units, 3 units. All the opposite sides are like parallel and congruent. And that's our representation. Now, sometimes when you're doing this, you might be drawing a vector. So from like the origin to that terminal point, you could draw like an arrow. And by having that prism or that box, it kind of shows you, where is actually this pointing towards. See, what's happening here, it's almost like dividing space up into like, instead of 4 quadrants, it's like 8 quadrants. Well, they're not really quadrants, but like 8 pieces, right? So you have kind of like the 4 that are like in front, okay, this direction, and you have like the 4 that are in the back. And so what's happening, this is kind of like in this back lower quadrant, so to speak. And so that's kind of going behind the page. Whereas for this one, we're actually kind of forward or out of the page to the left and up, right? So in this region right here. So I hope that helps you to get a better feeling for graphing or plotting points in 3 dimensions. I'll see you in the next video.